Hey everybody, we're going to get started here in just a few more seconds. Just trying out some new changes to the game. AI updates have been made, so they should be a little bit um, more exploratory, and added some different logic when they attack planets. So I'm going to be starting from a new game, but gonna head straight into a fight with some of the other factions and see how they react. So we'll get started here in just a few more seconds. Alright, I'm gonna start up a new game.
Welcome to the planet, Commander. Local natives have agreed to join us to overthrow the Strath rebels that have invaded their homes. Let's start by establishing your first colony. Locate the command center in the build menu at the bottom left of the screen. Select it and place it by clicking the terrain of your colonists. Colonists require a constant supply of food rations to survive. Keep an eye on your resource production at the top of the screen. A negative production number means that you are consuming more than you are producing. In order to produce food rations, you will need to build farms and assign colonists to them. Once you have a supply of food rations, you can recruit more colonists through the command center. Now that you have your food production established, it is time to start collecting resources. This planet is rich in iron and copper. Let's start by collecting iron and manufacturing into usable parts. Locate iron deposit near your command center and build a resource extractor to start extracting the iron. An iron fabricator is needed to process the iron into parts that can be used for constructing buildings and building mechs.
So I'm starting out here basically the same as I always do, with farms, setting up mining, and getting this first base kind of established, mining the iron and the copper for energy. And I'll send over a few bots here. Again, this is pretty easy AI at the start here, so I should be able to go pretty quickly to get rid of them. Again, I like to build both farms off initially, just so I can recruit every time they come through. All 5 recruits, 2 farms gives me the ability to do that each time. While I was making these AI changes, I kind of stuck to one strategy. In the updates here, we'll have different
Defeating enemy
types of
bases
AI.
will require some additional firepower. Combat-ready mechs are essential in expanding your colony. Mechs require energy cells in order to build. To build energy cells, you will need to process copper at the energy manufacturer. Build the necessary buildings to collect copper and produce energy cells.
The biggest changes I made were the AI now starts on 1 planet instead of 2 planets. They used to start on 2 planets. They start on 1 now, and the logic for them to expand is now built into the ships. Before they kind of just automatically jumped over and would start a new colony here, but now the ships will travel there to start the colony. So you can kind of watch them and see what they're doing to see where they are going. So this initial AI expands at about every 5 minutes. It looks to expand. It'll reach out when we get into war with one of them is when things will get a little interesting, because they will start spawning more starships, more combat ships, and send them at a little quicker pace. They'll also, if I have a base at that planet, the AI will deploy units at that planet during the attack in space, so it keeps you on your toes on having to kind of battle both. So I made some changes to the technology research screen. Before, the tier 2 and tier 3 technology was listed up here, and it's a little confusing how that worked, so I moved the actual unit down here, the icon, and then I also locked the tier so you don't see what's in that tier. Don't know if I'm going to leave that or not, but right now that's where I'm going to leave it. I also added the cost being 3 and 6, although I did get some feedback that Alright, looks like we've got really attack here. I'm not sure what they're shooting at here. If they're shooting at my units or they're shooting at the building. Okay, let's set up energy.
Ongoing energy cell production is required to keep your mechs operating. As you start building mechs, be sure to keep an eye on your production in order to keep it in the green. Once you have mechs built, you can use them to invade the enemy camp and destroy them to eliminate them from this planet.
Another thing I did was I took the worker bot out of the initial research units. You now have to research him to build. The other thing, I took out the mining bot because it really wasn't that helpful. I may add him back in when there's different resources or different planets where normal colonists can't go, and it requires mechs. You'll need mining bots in order to collect resources at that planet, but since I don't have that planet in, that mech doesn't really have any benefit right now. Alright, just need one more energy manufacturer and I should have my production set up. And I do have production of energy and iron parts, and I'm producing them at the exact rate that the raw materials are being generated. I did increase the strength of these combat mechs. I do want to see how they do against this initial base over here, which is a pretty easy base, but still want to see how many mechs I can take to take it out. So we'll probably try with 2 here and see if 2's enough. Part of increasing the strength of the bots, I made the colonists a little less strong. Do still have the issue where the colonists don't attack here, so These bots are probably going to go over and destroy these two buildings without these noticing. That AI still needs to be improved. Build the tank here. I will want to use the tank. I'm going to go ahead and craft some units here that will need to get these two resource deposits here. Might as well have them attack this as well. And I don't think these colonists are gonna bother me at all. Oh, here they come. Alright.
You have destroyed the Strathrival base. You are now in control of this planet and can
We
establish
did take
your
control,
space
so I'm gonna go ahead and
operations.
start building.
Press tab on the keyboard to switch between the planet and space. Once in space, use the build menu at the bottom left of this screen to build a space station.
And we're just gonna clear out the rest of these units. Looks like I did lose a combat bot. I don't mind that because I really don't need them on this home planet anymore. Main thing I want to get is the iron production set up on this planet. We'll have energy, but initially energy is not quite as critical as the iron parts. Alright, producing a little extra copper. Let me just build that and then I should be set. Iron is good, 32. Get the shipyard built. Build a little close over here because I'm going to be sending them this way. Looks like this faction has already colonized this planet, so I want to get to this planet before they do. Hopefully they go that direction, but if they do come this way, I need to block that off because there's titanium here that I need to get to. And I don't want to have to fight them to get to the titanium. So I'm going to establish a base there. And then I'm going to probably declare war with them because I want to see how they act in war and see if they attack that base. So I will get a Corvette built here. And quickly go over, colonize that planet. Actually, I need a transport. I'm going to do this just because I don't really have anything out here that's going to attack me. I'm not at war with this faction, so they're not going to come my way. And this faction is not going to attack me down here. The home sector is protected. They're not allowed to go in that sector. Well, that's something I may change later time too. Just give it a just a time window. Maybe within like the first 30 minutes you can't attack the home base, but eventually it opens up. Or maybe once you get a few bases established, your home one becomes vulnerable. That way this one left unchecked would cause some issues. Alright, let's load this one up. We need, and I'm gonna take iron. I'm just gonna go build a space station. Do I want to do that? No, I want to build that. Let's take some colonists with us. Alright, take 5 colonists and enough wood that should get us started.
Moving out.
And we're gonna
On the move.
get here before they do, hopefully. This is the ship that is colonizing for them. It's not moving, so that's good. They haven't picked their next target. It looks like this faction is moving over here, which should be interesting if they do encounter this faction. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and colonize this planet, and this is one of our new maps. It looks like I got some floating trees there. Hopefully that's the only issues here. This again is a new map, so we need to deploy all of our units here and set up some base. They cannot reach those trees, so they're not going to try to mine those. But we're still going to get... Even though they can't reach it, we still get the benefits of mining, so that's something that needs to be fixed. But it shouldn't block us here. We should be able to continue. Alright, I do have this ship ready. I need him to start doing some runs here. Let me empty this out. And I'm gonna supply... Let's get some food so we can recruit. He seems to know where a tree is that he can get to. I'm not sure where he's going. This planet has Lantarians. They are not as efficient at chopping wood, so when I recruit them, I want to swap them out with the Gastarians and leave them on the trees. They're just gonna, they give a +2 when these guys only give a +1. I'm not sure what they're doing. They seem to be collecting something and bringing it back to the farm. Alright, he's back from his supply run. What I'm gonna do here, you know, I'm gonna go
Going there now.
start a war with these guys. We're gonna see what happens. Looks like they are gonna colonize this planet, potentially, although he looks like he's going that way. Not sure why they wouldn't colonize that. He's retreating. And we need to get a shipyard built there. Or some corvettes. He's going to start a war. And I wouldn't normally do that, but we want to see how the AI works. And I probably need some turrets. All goes right. He should start a war. I'm going to retreat him, take him all the way back here. And this faction here should start sending ships over. They are pretty weak right now. I could invade them pretty quickly. Probably need to, if I did that, no, should be some corvettes here. May need to check why the corvettes are not being built. Alright, war started.
Moving there now. We are on our way. On the move.
Alright, we are going to get this planet established here. Producing iron. I can only support 8 more colonists, so I don't want to build the other farm. You know what, I probably should. Build that and then I'll get everyone on resource production. Just need to keep an eye. Yep, so here they start building the corvettes, and these will attack soon. Make sure I get my corvettes over there before that.
On our way.
I think I'm going to need one more farm here to support all this. Go ahead and build that. Shouldn't be making enough iron parts, which is what I need. Don't necessarily need energy, so I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to more worry about what they're doing. This faction here is moving pretty quick. They may be a problem. They are probably going to colonize that whole corner there. Looks like I need to increase the build time, or decrease the build time for these Corvettes for this faction. I'm gonna run over and grab this planet. I do need another research base. Probably need to get that planet. We are going to go over here and colonize this.
Going now. Going now.
And these... they are still not attacking. So let's go attack them.
Firing on enemy!
Here, I need to make sure he has all of our wood. Yeah, let's take all that. Let's see. Do have an issue there. Looks like that worked out. The numbers looked a little off though. Do we still have our passengers? Yes, we do. So let's
Going
go.
now. On our way.
Locking on!
You should be able to handle him. All we really need here is a research station, so we are going to just build a research station for now. soon as we have that research, we're gonna research the tier 2. There it is. See how these ships are doing. Does look like we lost one. Nope, they're both still there. Did get another one crafted here. Just gonna have them attack
Engaging
everything.
hostile.
And let them work on that. I think I did research. Did not research. Razor would be helpful right there because they're a lot stronger of a ship. We'll send him over.
Engaging enemy.
And we're just gonna build a few here and send them all over. I think we have everything set up here. Food and wood being produced from that planet. This one has iron parts, and this has iron parts. We need to get these iron parts. We build a shipyard up front here. I'm gonna move these iron parts from here to this planet. You know, I'm gonna move it back because I don't have much energy up there. There's only one resource there. It is a titanium deposit right there, though. Two small haulers is enough to transport 32 tons of goods here, so I'm going to set them up and transport all of the production from this planet into that planet so that I have all my production coming back to this home planet. This faction has grown quite a bit.
Engaging target.
Alright, I have these ships that I want to set up to trade. Going to move. Let's see, trade. Here, back. This now gives us 64 production that's coming back into this planet. That is going to give us quite a bit to build more ships. We're going to go and build one there and move them up here.
Engaging target. Firing on enemy! Engaging target! Engaging target! Firing on enemy!
Alright, that's eliminated them. We're gonna go take out their home base.
Engaging enemy!
See, I could set up some more iron deposits here. Tier 2 is going to require a lot more iron than what we have now in order to build the larger units. So I'm going to set that up. And that is a titanium. I need iron. I have that planet. You know, I may need to go get iron off this planet. It has, I think, 2 resources on there. It's also got titanium. There's a lot of units there, though. But we're gonna invade them with some tanks. Built them, researched them, might as well use them. So we're gonna try to go in with 5 tanks. Oh, we gotta go get through there. These Corvettes are up there, so I need to bring back. Yeah, you come back.
Moving out.
What I can do here is I'll take a hauler and just drop them off and then leave. Take care of the planet first. Our tank's ready.
On our way.
Alright, they're not going to have any energy. Well, I'll fill that up and give them a little something.
We are on our way.
We just want to come in, drop them off, stay as long as we can so their energy's not depleting. And then once they get over to the hauler, I'm going to leave them. By then I should have some more Corvettes built. this Razor. And let's do artillery. Oops. This should be able to make quick work of them. With the turrets. The turrets are not shooting. And I'm gonna lose my tanks. I have an issue with the turrets not taking damage. Looks like something I need to fix. And they're not shooting. Let's see if I move, if it helps. And I lost my tank. To get out of there.
We are on our way.
Send these in.
Engaging hostile.
Someone attacking here.
Locking on.
Actually, that's just them taking out the rest. Almost cleared.
Firing on enemy. Engaging target. Engaging enemy. Acquiring target.
And this faction is going to be all but defeated. We have some colony ships left, but the people they have left is down on the planet. Take this ship out so they can't rebuild. Really, this planet here has been the hardest to take out. You need more Corvettes. Oh, do we have the Razor yet? No. These factions are easier because they do not have the Razors. They're only building the Corvettes. Just for the sake of experimentation, let's start a war with
Setting course.
this faction here and see what happens. Alright, actually I think I'm gonna stop here. I've found enough bugs in this build that I need to go fix it before I push it out. If you are one of the playtesters, this build is up. It's under beta, under the playtest Steam build. If you go to your properties and go to betas, you can switch your branch to the beta build. It'll have this build, but as you can see, there's several bugs in it that need to be fixed before I push it into the main branch. Also need to tweak the AI here. I think they're a little too aggressive. Slow down a little bit. Aggressive in expansion, but not as aggressive in attacking. I think they need to, once they start a war with someone, they need to reshift their focus to just attacking. So I'm going to stop there. Thanks everyone for watching, and please join our Discord channel if you have any questions or if you have any suggestions. Thanks.